Hello Internet and welcome to the Nintendo Sushi Show episode 116, the number of the yeast. My name is Ace and joining me here today we have history's favourite president, Gabraham, Lincoln.
In the streets!
Yeah?
Yo.
Do you know what we do in the streets?
What do we do?
It's what we ride.
Just you and I.
So, happy birthday.
It's not my birthday.
Ah.
Whose birthday is it?
Oh, there's loads of people's.
Okay.
Yeah, so should we get into the show? What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Can I tell you about the Star Wars thing I went on?
Well, it sounds like you're gonna.
Yeah. Went to...
yeah.
Went bowling last night and that. It's like an arcade there. So it's like, I went on Dead Storm Pirates, because Dead Storm Pirates is the bomb.
Were all the pins there?
What do you mean?
All 10.
Yeah. All of them. Yeah, I went on Dead Storm Pirates, which is just the best.
Wait, I'm gonna Google that because you keep mentioning Dead Storm Pirates like it's something
It's the best.
know
It's the best. Dead Storm Pirates. Just that you need to look at the...
Yeah, but I put Dead STO in Google and Google didn't even fill it in.
It's too cool for Google. Which is real hard to say. Dead Storm Pirates. Oh, there's a PS3. I know there's a PS3 version with PlayStation Move. Yeah, look at images of the arcade machine, because it's the arcade machine.
It's Time Crisis Riding the Storm.
What do you mean?
Well, it's dead air.
Is that what they call
it?
No, that's a different thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so I went there, and I just finished on Dead Storm Pirates, so I always make sure.
It's part of the...
It's not called... Oh, it's part of that real... It's just another rail shooter. Anyway, so I was finished on Dead Storm Pirates. I turn around, and I just hear... And I went, excuse me, do you want to move out of the way? There's a Star Wars machine behind you. And I saw the Star Wars machine.
His mum came across and said, don't you talk to my Down syndrome child like that ever again.
So then he moved out of the way. And there was this like pod. And
They're
it's called
to move, aren't they?
the Star Wars Battle Pod. Which I was like, okay, I'll try this. Went in and like you've got to go in a little door and everything. That's how intense this machine is. One hand you've got like
my house is proper intense.
Yeah,
It's got about 10 doors in it.
Your house doesn't fly through space. And then one hand there was a thing to like make you go. There was like a thrust there to push forward. The other hand you had your like joystick thing, and then you had to like. I did the Death Star one. You could do like Hoth and stuff. You can do like the different like space battles. It was essentially Rogue Squadron.
How much was it?
£2 a pop.
See what I mean?
It was quite pricey, but it was essentially Rogue Squadron, like Rogue Squadron 2. Like the graphics were the same, everything, but the screen like bent round you. So that wherever you looked, you were like surrounded by ships and stuff, and you were like, and then I didn't fire my cannons at the right time.
What, to blow up the Death Star?
Yeah, to blow up the Death Star, and then it was like, too late, sorry, Death Star blew up the planet. You suck.
You bellend.
I was like, damn it, and like, but then there was even like a magic button that you had to like flip a thing up and press. Oh yeah, forgotten my phone was switched on.
Yeah, well, nobody else has.
Yeah.
So it was good then?
It was very good. It was very, very good. I'm happy.
Good.
It was a
Who
good
won in
night.
bowling?
Me. I went with my girlfriend. She got 33. She gutted pretty much every ball. And I got 109, which I was quite proud of.
109's crap.
And then they got a strike or a spare on every ball.
Yeah, nearly, but not quite. So
Yeah.
Come to me when you have.
Alright.
Layla, my little daughter, got 110.
With the barriers up and the...
Without the barriers, but with that
Yeah.
thingy. And I was aiming it.
So you got 110.
No, she was pushing the ball. It was really hard, actually, because, you know when they push them on that thing, because the balls are so heavy, like, the thing moves. You have to, like, proper, like, hold it down and whatever, like... Anyway, yeah, should we get into Nintendo news?
Nintendo new.
No, this...
You're ready for news. Right.
So, X-Rare developers,
Okay.
have a lovely company in the Midlands, I think, called Playtonic Games.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you know it's lovely? Might be horrible.
It might be horrible.
Might experiment
And actually, on the
children.
videos where they're in their office, I mean, it's not the nicest office.
No.
Not dissing you.
I had
Walls.
put the experiment on goats.
I didn't. I just heard that they make games.
Well, you haven't been reading the right sources.
No. What sauce goes best with
Let's resurrect the Buddy Chewer platform.
Right, people can't fucking read what you're reading.
No. Well, I
Right.
just read it out for them.
So,
that's why.
so these dudes, some of the guys that worked on Banjo-Kazooie, they're making a spiritual sequel, which I never understood that term.
Okay. Yeah, I know what the term means.
No, I know what it means, but
Yeah.
why is it called spiritual?
Because it's got the spirit, but it doesn't have the body.
What?
Because it's got the initial, like, idea,
Oops, I forgot to...
the spirit, the fucking, the ghost.
What, are you talking
Well,
about Will Eisner's
doesn't have
comic strip that he did for
No.
decades?
It's got the spirit, but it doesn't have the actual body. It's not Banjo-Kazooie, but it's very similar.
I'm
It's
just
got the
thinking
same
about the
spirit.
spirit now.
Cool.
Have you ever read that?
No.
It's really good. Man in a suit, but with a little mask on his eyes.
Cool. Are they not called glasses?
No, it's a mask.
Oh.
Like what Robin wears.
Oh, okay. Alright, cool.
So it's called Yooka-Laylee.
Okay.
Not like the bring, bring, dee, bring thing. One of them's called Yuka,
Yeah.
and one's called Laylee. So one is a what's them colour changing fellas called? Chameleon,
Alright.
called Yuka,
Okay.
and the other
It's
one's
the fact that you said fellas. What are them colour changing fellas called?
and Laylee is a bat.
Okay. Yeah. I really like the writing, the logo, let's call.
The logo is just
It's
the
just
Banjo-Kazooie
Banjo-Kazooie, yeah.
logo.
I like the Y on Laylee.
Is it the bat one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah. So basically, they've only been working on this for 3 months.
I love the fact the first one was banjo and this one's ukulele. What other guitars are they going to do next? Oh, a coo and stick.
None of them are guitars, actually.
Alright, stringed instruments.
I
I can't wait to play Via and Lynn.
can't wait to play.
Double and bass. Double bass would be a good one. It's double as well too.
I can't wait to play Sit and Ah. Right, so so they have been working on it for 3 months. They've got like all the concept stuff. They've got the character design done. They've got some basic. I don't think they've got levels designed as much as just like the scenery, yeah, and like to get the mechanics done. People who've played it say it feels very rare.
Okay.
So it's kind of important because obviously there's huge Nintendo narrative. Not narrative. What word was I looking for?
Huge Nintendo influence.
No.
Huge Nintendo.
Like history, but a different word.
I don't know. Influence makes sense.
Don't know. No, it don't. With Rare, because obviously.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What word am I looking for? There's a certain word. I think it begins with M, but it might not.
No, I know what you mean, but it's
Go on,
going to annoy me as well.
Spit it out. Spit bars.
No.
Like a rapper. Spitting on cars. Yeah, so they've got a huge lineage.
Lineage, yeah. That's
Fucking nailed it. With Nintendo, obviously, they made the Donkey Kong games.
They did.
And obviously, Banjo-Kazooie was N64.
Yeah.
And then Microsoft bought Rare
Yeah.
a couple of years back. And did nothing really with them until last year. But and the Rare are not really the Rare that we know.
No.
The people working on it, and I don't know. They kind of screwed them up actually.
Yeah,
They kind of bought them for no reason.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So these dudes were like, right, fuck this. We want to make the games that we want to play.
Yeah.
That's what they've said. They were like, People want to play it.
People, what they
And
want.
we want to play it because there's no such thing as an open world
No,
platformer,
yeah.
anymore.
It kind of died. I think people have done it, haven't they? We've seen, certainly, bits and bobs come back. I think one thing that's done it, actually, is Disney Infinity. That's an open world platformer.
It's not really a platform,
It is the games that are, though, aren't they? They're not great.
They're not open world platform.
They are open world platform games.
Nah.
Yeah, you've got like you've got your toy box that you explore, and that's like just the main hub. And then, but then when you go in the different games, it's like the Pirates of the Caribbean one. It reminded me of playing, like you said when you watched it, it's like a PS2 game. Like it reminded me of.
I was meaning the shit graphics.
Yeah, I know you was, but it was the same kind of thing of like climbing and like random enemy encounters while you're like bombing around this little map and stuff. So, I think that they kind of did it, but they modernised it.
But it's not like Mario 64 where you've got this hub world and you jump through a painting and you're in a completely different world.
It's not exactly like Mario 64.
No, but I'm saying a lot of them were like that, back in the day. And we've not seen that done well for a long, long time. Like now even Mario and stuff, it's not like that anymore. Like,
no.
3D World, it wasn't like that. It was a level.
It used the
you
map,
know what I mean? So we've not had that for a while. So they went on the old Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah,
you heard of it? And I think they made something like $1 million within 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah, it was
something like the third or the fourth fastest.
Third. I've heard the same. Third fastest.
Yeah, and it's the fastest video game of all time.
Yeah.
Crazy. I mean, really good. As we're recording now, it's a touch below $1.5 million. Pledge of 175,000 goal. So that's how much they needed to make the game. There's 40 days left to go as time of recording, and it's at $1.5 million.
It's pretty good.
So I reckon you can probably.
Don't that mean that they're doing? There was a new stretch goal added, wasn't they? Where there was.
There's loads of stretch goals.
But I'm sure there was going to add a full other section if they got over so much. I can't remember what they said.
Well, basically, so I mean, the character design looked great, didn't it? I mean, there was an interview with one of the character designers, who said, "Big eyes, big teeth, big belly. You can't go wrong with these traits," which is true.
It's true. Timothy Spall's been doing it for ages.
Everything Disney has that sort of.
True.
Like, look at Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
He's got the little tubby belly.
Yeah.
The big eyes, the round head. Circles are what makes an appealing character, by the way.
I was going to say Bugs Bunny, but then he doesn't have the belly, does he?
No. But cute. Yeah, but Bugs Bunny's not cute.
Yeah,
he's like a shithead.
Yeah.
Isn't he?
Shithead.
Well, he is, isn't he? He's like,
Bugs Bunny is shithead.
I'll fucking kill you, man. And but cute characters like Porky Pig and they've got the round circles are what make Bugs Bunny is based on circles and stuff, but
the chameleon doesn't have a belly.
No,
it's quite small.
But I think they mean like basically short.
Well, his circle, his tail is like a big circle.
Yeah.
And you can like swing on his tail. Like that seems something that
you can do loads of stuff. Like he rolls where the bat like runs along like he's running on a barrel, but he's rolling.
Like the ball droid.
Yeah. And there's lots of stuff. I tell you which site's done really great coverage of it. It's Nintendo Life. They went down and they've like interviewed them and stuff like that. And the interview was really cool to watch. So go over to nintendolife.com. But it's just it's cool. It's been a while since we've had anything like this, and
I know.
I think Nintendo fans especially really.
I think the time's right though.
Have like a place in the heart for these kind of games.
There was obviously the crazy oversaturation of it around the kind of N64 PS1 era, where just
I think it
It
went into the PS2 GameCube thing, and then sort of died off in that
it became that generation kind of is when it started to drop off a little bit, and then I don't know, but it's exciting.
Every console generation seems to have one though, because it was like, like the NES and SNES, it was 2D platformers.
Of course, they're back now.
Then it went to 3D platformers.
Yeah.
And then shooters, probably.
Yeah, shooters.
Shooters are the new oversaturated everything.
Yeah. When stuff goes away and comes back, I think that's like 2D platforms. If they'd have just carried on in the same vein that it was on, you won't be getting the innovation that you're getting now, where people have kind of gone, hang on, I want to try a 2D platform, but why not do this? Like, I think it's good that the things have had time to go away, and people have had a chance to miss these things. and also had a chance to be like, well, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it, but with the technology we've got available to us now, or the ideas that we've got available to us now. And I feel like Yooka-Laylee, I mean, the guys at Rare have obviously had a lot of experience in most genres of games, I think. They've gone around a few, haven't they? They've done shooters, they've done
2D platforms.
2D platforms, 3D.
platformers.
They've done racing, have they not?
I don't know, they've done fighters.
So they've gone round, they've done the rounds of kind of... and I want to see what they kind of bring from all this...
Well, it's not Rare.
No, it's
just a few people from Rare.
Yeah.
I think the team is only like 10 deep or something like that. It's not very... Right, so it's going to be coming out on Windows, Mac, Linux, Xbox One, PS4 and Wii U. And one of the stretch goals was that all of them were day and date.
Yeah.
Because it was just going to be the PC and stuff.
It's interesting it's not PS3 and Xbox 360. That's a good sign to me. That shows that this is going to be
It might be on one of the stretch goals, I don't know. Right, so stretch goals is 75 grand. This is all in pounds, by the way, which makes it even more impressive.
Yeah.
PC, Mac and Linux release day one. Console releases to follow, so that was at 75 grand. Also, 175. It's because they've got a tick box over it, I can't read it. 275, a unique epic boss battle on every level and awesome boss tunes from David, Grant and Steve.
Can we skip to, like, where we're at?
Well, I don't know, it's kind of... There's only a few. 330,000 is a pre-final boss quiz show challenge level. Go for the mystery prize with Dave. So that's kind of going back to the whole Mario 3 kind of thing. And it's kind of cool. 395 is... transformations into unexpected things with unique controls and abilities.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Plus a new NPC.
I find it interesting as well that the stretch goals are actually changing the mechanics of the game.
Oh yeah, they're changing the full game.
You know, a lot of times it's like DLC or
extra costume pack.
Extra costume, yeah. But it's like, if we get this much, we will change the game. We'll make the game
they said, like,
better.
They've got fucking shit ton of ideas.
Yeah.
Like, and they were like. But then they also said in that Nintendo Life interview, they've not written a single game design doc, which is fucking unheard of nowadays.
Yeah.
You have to write game design doc after game design doc, and like you have to keep going back, and like this doc becomes like a Bible at the end of it. They call it like the game's Bible, you know, where it's like everything that can happen, all this. And they're like, now we wanted to make it like we made them back in the day, where we're just all around the room and we spit ideas back and forth. And we're like, oh fucking hell yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then we haven't written anything down. We've just been like, just go do it.
See, the thing is, like what I was saying with it, I'm glad that it had a chance to... 3D platformers had a chance to go away for a bit, because like they're saying, that so many ideas have built over all these years.
This won't be as special now.
No, it won't. No, and it feels like they've over all these years been like, I'd love to see a 3D platform with this. I'd love to see one with this, and now they're like, well, let's do it with all these ideas we've had for like the last 5-10 years or whatever. Like, that's incredible. I'm so excited to play this, because I think it's gonna not only have all the stuff that we remember and love about Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, that kind of them kind of games, but also it's gonna have new elements that were like I think it'll kind of be like if 3D World, like some of the ideas you had in 3D World, some of the creative different ways, like stuff like the ice skate and stuff like that, like them ideas, but in like a 3D platform, in like in like more of the open world style, might be really cool.
Yeah, no. And yeah, they said that we're just riffing shit back and forwards, and like
good. That's well, as someone, you'll be the same as someone who works in an artistic genre, medium. Yeah. That's always the best stuff's always created like that. Always created just people throwing stuff back and forth. I mean, that's a good idea. Let's try that.
Sometimes like rules restrict. Like
it does,
in a negative way. Like it's good to like have written. You couldn't make Uncharted like this.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, it's that kind of thing where, like, if you're just making this crazy ass platform, you're like, fucking Jim, you go and fucking try that, and like they're all like, oh, we didn't really know about that roll mechanic, and then one of the animators went in Maya and just did the roll mechanic, and they were like, fucking hell yeah, that's the fucking bomb.
People are expecting wackiness from this. No one's expecting a Call of Duty or an Uncharted to be wacky. You know what I mean? And that's why this is going to be something that is very different from what we're getting in a minute. What we're getting in a minute is very good quality, controlled games. You know, where there's a really in-depth story and the mechanics work.
What we've got now is safety.
It's
People
safety,
playing
yeah,
safe.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And then we're just gonna have this wacky thing coming onto the market that hopefully will inspire some other things to come from it. I'm hoping anyway.
Anyway, yeah, so 435 is a mix of 2.5D and 3D mine cart sections, and not even limited to just mines either. So that'd be cool.
That's
how
exciting.
how like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, you know, where they were like sort of 2D but then like 3D and stuff.
Yeah. That's exciting. That's really exciting. In fact.
535. This one's quite cool. A local co-op buddy mode, so a second player can one can play as Yooka and one can play as Laylee.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
I don't know how that'll work, but that'll be cool.
Well, that's another thing where it's completely changed the game because obviously the mechanics work between the two. Another thing that they were saying in that Nintendo Life one as well is that they're exploring everything that a chameleon can do. So there's going to be able to do colour changing, it's going to be able to do this, it's going to be able to do that, and the rolling thing and everything like that, and everything that a bat can do. And they're exploring, you know what I mean?
That's quite exciting, because you look at someone like Sonic, and you're like, what's the one thing a hedgehog can do? Well, it's got a sharp back, and it can kill things with its back. Yeah, Sonic can. Like, it's interesting to take an animal and like, what's everything this animal can do? Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, so...
oh, that's why Sonic rolls.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Fucking hell, man.
I never thought about that. That's in there.
665. A 2 to 4 player local multiplayer versus mode with 4 unique games. Everything's just really fucking cool.
I know. Am I wrong in thinking there was like a 2D? They said they're going to do like a 2D section, or is this another game?
No, that was the minecart.
No, I'm sure I saw something else. I might be wrong. I can't see, that light's blinding me.
715 is professional translation, basically. This is cool. They've gone like French, German, Spanish, Italian, plus extra languages voted for by the backers. Like, so if like Japanese backers, like, they're like, all right, done.
Yeah. Didn't they say about an orchestra as well?
That's the big one.
The big one that we're about to hit.
775 is unique character designs from X-Rare guest artists Kev Kong, Bayliss, and Ed Mumbo Jumbo Bryan. They're Christian, like actual names, you know. That was what's on the birth certificate. 875, 4 more local player games added to the local multiplayer mode. This game's going to be like everything we had as a kid on every game in one game. This is going to be fucking brilliant.
I'm excited. I'm going to pledge money.
A mil.
Million.
So am I, simultaneous Wii U, Xbox, and PlayStation 4 releases on day one.
Good.
So day one, everything's been done.
That'll be good for the Wii U.
This one's really exciting.
Go on.
Right, 1.1 mil.
And we've hit that.
Yeah,
so we've got that.
Yeah. Going old school. N64 shader mode plus credits.
Yes, that was what I heard. So you can put it in N64 mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can look like...
shit.
It can look blocky, but with like the scenery looks like
so
it's
the 1.2
made out of sand.
Is like a developer walkthrough and commentary video.
Yeah.
Which kind of whatever. And the 1.5 mil, which we're about to hit, is music at its best, orchestral score, where it's a full-on orchestra, which for something indie, because they're an indie studio. Just because they're good developers, don't mean like they're self-funded and
there's 10 of them. In a normal studio, there's hundreds of people.
Yeah, there's no publisher. They are an indie studio.
Yeah.
In the Midlands, and for them to hire a full-on orchestra,
I know,
it's like the world is fucking awesome. Where we can fund, where just people can go and get. I mean, obviously, they've got this lineage and fame anyway, so it's easier for them. But it's cool that like things like this can be done just through the power of people. It's really inspiring.
I'm looking now at that, and it's not even expensive, is it?
What?
The game to pledge money for 15 for
tenner.
A tenner, you get a digital copy, but then that just on
Steam.
On Steam, but for 15 quid, you get the console digital edition. Like that's really good.
The thing for them though is that's probably more than what they would make per game if it was a $60 game because publishers take a huge amount.
Yeah.
There's the printing of everything. There's the distribution. There's the marketing, which they're not having to do because everyone's doing it for them. No.
That's a shame, but I can see obviously why.
But they won't be able to do it for this price and stuff. Like they're probably making far more at 15 quid per game than they would anywhere else.
So not only are we getting all these things that we loved as a child, better and improved and polished, but we're getting them cheaper than we got them as a child as well, which is
They're doing stuff like where they're making like an N64 box, you know what I mean, and sending you that. But I don't, and with a cart.
That looks so cool.
But
how would that work? What do you do with the cart? Is it just a? Does it work?
I think it's just a flash drive or something.
So you can plug it in an N64.
Yeah, but the game
play
won't
the
work.
N64 version.
No.
Oh, because it just says 64-bit edition. So I didn't know if that meant you could play the N64
it's a 64
version.
gigabyte flash drive.
Right. Okay.
Be
in the game.
Yeah, no, there's like
3,300.
$3,000. Like they take you and like instruct you in voice acting and everything like that, and then you're in the game. Which I'm thinking, if you was like wanting a wannabe actor or voice actor, $3,000's not a lot of money to get yourself in a major game. You know what I mean? Like,
no, you pay a lot more than that for training.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, as a kickstart to a career on Kickstarter,
it'd be good.
$3,000's not a lot of money.
But how much do you think you'll get to say? Like, do you think they'll be like, oh, you get to say a couple of words, or do you think it'll be?
I don't know,
but
you get credit in the game and everything like that, and that's what it's. Think about that for your CV.
I know.
It's like an investment on your future. $3,000's not a lot of money.
I might do it.
Do it.
I don't have $3,000.
Don't do it.
If I had $3,000, I'd do it. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, and then for $5,000, they're doing this huge like orchestra concert like with the thingy and stuff. And
like you really cool. VIP.
Yeah. So it's really exciting.
Really exciting.
Really exciting. They've got art books and all sorts of shit. Oh wait, there is a physical game.
Is they? I thought they would do something. If they're making an N64 cart. Physics.
Physical game. Okay.
Is that only on PC?
I don't know.
I think that's only on PC, isn't it? Physical.
PC boxed version. PC physical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a PC game,
yeah.
I guess you can just ban it onto a CD, can't you?
Yeah.
It's not like okay, fair enough.
But I'm looking forward to that. Majorly looking forward to that. I think it'll be.
It's gonna be really exciting. I think it's gonna be, like I say, everything we remember from our childhood just in one game.
Yeah.
Just been like, there you go.
Yeah, I know.
No sweat.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, is that enough to talk about that?
I think we've exhausted that.
In a way.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Right. Next topic
is... Well, you're probably best talking about that because you're excited about it.
Yeah. You're not excited?
Well, I'm never going to play it.
Disney Infinity 3.0 announced Star Wars, as we already knew, which we kind of discussed briefly.
Did they announce anything else alongside Star Wars? And
well,
that's overshadowing everything? Or?
It's new. There's the inside-out characters and there's more Marvel characters such as the Hulkbuster, which
Mickey
is
Mouse
cool.
Classic. The inside out ones. Mickey Mouse Classic. Olaf.
Yeah.
That one will fly off the shelves.
Yeah,
Mulan. Sam Flynn and Quora, something from Tron. I've never seen that. Hulkbuster.
Yeah.
And Ultron.
Yeah. That's pretty exciting. I think it's all overshadowed by the Star Wars thing. It's gonna be, and they knew it. I think that it should be.
Look at the amount of Star Wars characters compared to anything else.
I think it should be. This is a big thing. We've never had this before. This toy box Star Wars world where we can build our own. This is the most exciting thing. Is you can literally go on, Tatooine or whatever, and build your own Tatooine, and then send. You could probably go sit in the cantina and then be like, you know what, I'm gonna change that. I instead of that, I'm gonna put Darth in there. What happens if Iron Man walks into the cantina? You can do that. That's pretty. Again, you were saying before we discussed it. It's like what you had to do back in the day when you had random toys and you used to get you'd have Egon fighting Batman or whatever. Yeah, you do that. This is the same thing.
Who was that? I don't even know what fucking franchise this was on. I had this figure. I imagine it's Ghostbusters, where it was this kind of ripped bin man.
Yeah, and he put the bin on his head.
His bin on his head, and an alien head pops out the top. I was like, what the fuck is that? I assume it's Ghostbusters.
Either Ghostbusters or Men in Black.
No. This was in the late 80s.
Yeah, Ghostbusters. It's got to be. It sounds like some. To be fair, it sounds quite Ninja Turtles as well.
Yeah, I had a few. I had fucking loads of figures.
Yeah, but so
I'm gonna find them one day, and we'll do a little
Yeah, definitely. I was saying that I was saying like I'm excited to like just piss about and be like, right, what happens when Iron Man versus Darth Vader? You know, like that's what Disney Infinity is about. And I when I watched that trailer, like I just had so many ideas instantly where I was like, oh my god, yeah, look, they've got the AT-ATs like,
and they've done it in the Clone Wars style.
yeah, it looks Clone Wars esque, yeah.
No, it's the same
Yeah,
models.
yeah.
It's the same character
Yeah.
models.
But like even like looking at some of the characters like Luke and Han, like I'm glad they did the original. Like you were saying that you thought
The
they'd do the new.
antler, because if you look at them, they're not characterized versions of.
Yeah, but the young versions of
Yeah,
them
the
characters.
the young versions, but they're not characterized versions of
Harrison Ford
and Mark Hamill. But they're their own thing.
Yeah.
Whereas there's Ewan McGregor's in there
Yeah.
as Ewan McGregor.
No,
A
it's there as the
characterised
Clone
version.
Wars version.
Yeah, but the Clone Wars version
Yeah.
it's supposed to be him. It's got a voice actor impersonating
Yeah, but
his
we've
voice.
never seen what the Clone Wars version of Han and Luke would look like. So it's
Yeah, but I mean, what I'm saying is they've not like caricatured their
face.
their physical features.
Yeah.
Because I think they're gonna release the older ones when this movie comes out, because they can't release them yet because it's spoilers. Like the Star Wars are not gonna let them say, oh look, and they're gonna be the them now caricatured versions of them now. Their appearance.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I still don't think we're going to get that. I think we've got Luke and Han. I think they'll be Luke and Han.
Oh no, I think almost certainly.
I'm thinking they're doing the new Star Wars Rebels thing, aren't they? Are we going to see Luke and Han Solo in that? Because that's kind of set. Is it not set after the 7th film? Am I right in saying it's
Which one?
The new Star Wars Rebels cartoon.
Oh, I don't know anything about
or
it.
after the 6th film or something. But I don't know if maybe they'll appear in that, looking like that. But, yeah, I also noticed Grand Moff Tarkin.
What, is it like tying in the 6th with the 7th?
I think so. I think maybe. I don't know.
That'd make more sense than after the 7th.
I haven't looked at... No, not after 7th. I meant after the 6th. I ain't looked at the timeline of it, so I don't know. But yeah, I noticed Grand Moff Tarkin was in there. Yeah, it's canon, yeah. Oh. Because it's Disney. Because it shows Leia, like, shooting a gun. And I was like, Is that Grand Moff Tarkin? Why would they put him in it?
It always sounds like Grandma Tarkin.
Grandma Tarkin. Is that Grandma Tarkin? And I was like, that's pretty exciting. Like, even just little characters like that coming into it. Like, I know, like, it's aimed at kids, but it seems that they're
my old tits
certainly...
out of my death bra.
The death bra. It seems that they're also trying to please the Star Wars fans. The you know, the people like me.
Yeah, but all the people who are working on this game, like...
Well, Star Wars fans, yeah.
Going to be, that age, you know what I mean? Where they're like mid-30s and they grew up with Star Wars.
And also, at the end of the trailer, you saw Buzz kind of goes, I hope they come in peace, or whatever. And then you just saw 2 shadows walking out of the Millennium Falcon, and then that was it. So I think that might be the new characters.
My friend works on the Disney Infinity...
Yeah.
Trailers.
Yeah.
He animates the trailers.
That's pretty cool. The trailers are the best part.
Yeah, I know. They're
always real funny.
They actually are.
Yeah.
Because he did Spider-Man in
the second one
Disney
was
Infinity
good.
2 one.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know if you had a point to that. You just boasting that you know someone into the trailer.
Well, no, it's not really a boast.
No.
I know someone who has a job.
Yeah.
He's not a celebrity.
But yeah, I thought that it was... I got really excited. And as soon as I heard the music as well, I realised, like, I was like...
He was like, well, that fucking Down syndrome kid again.
Yeah, he follows me everywhere. I was like, yeah, we're just going to have...
follows me everywhere.
When we make this, we're just going to have Star Wars music. Like, when I'm in toy box mode, building something, I'm going to have Star Wars music. And that was exciting to me as well. Like, everything about it was exciting, you know, and it showed the bit with the Millennium Falcon flew past that thing and the big monster came out and tried to eat it. Like, like it recreated little bits of the film, didn't it? Like
the Tremors monster.
Yeah. It recreated little parts of the films that I like, the Battle of Hoth and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is really cool. Like I'm really excited for this game. And I've been on Disney Infinity
They
recently.
wear trailers though, so whether you'll be able to do that in game and stuff is
Well,
because the trailers are not ever representation of what you can do in the game.
They're not, but
Ever.
there's no reason why you couldn't do all these things.
No, that's true.
Like, they are going to obviously have the vehicles because they always have the vehicles in the Disney Infinity. So I think, well, you know, there's no reason why we couldn't do all these things.
Do you want to know the characters that...
Yeah, I mean, I already do, but we'll tell the people at home.
Anakin from Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Ahsoka from Clone Wars.
Yeah, that's the gal.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, Clone Wars. Yoda, C-3PO, R2-D2, Darth Vader, Princess Leia, Darth Maul, Chewbacca, Han Solo, Luke Skywalker. And that's it.
I'm intrigued by that.
I know I said it like there was going to be more.
Yeah.
It's because
there is more, but they were not Star Wars characters.
yeah. I was like, disgust. What?
How useless is C-3PO going to be and all that? Like, R2-D2, they kind of pimped him up, didn't they, a little bit? But if you play the Star Wars Lego game, when you have to play as C-3PO to, like, unlock doors or something, you're like, fucking hell. So I don't know what they're going to do with
It'll
C-3PO.
be a cool figure, though.
It will be a cool figure, yeah. I'm excited. I don't own any Star Wars figures, and it's always something that I see them in shops, and I'm like, yeah, alright then, I'll get that. But I can never justify the price. Now I can. Like, I'm going to own all of these, definitely. In fact, I think I'm going to try and buy the, you know, like the big one that they always release with, like, the special edition like they do with the second one. Because I'm genuinely really excited for everything that's going on in this game. Even the new Disney Classics characters. I mean, if we just go away... Chewbacca looks awesome. If we just go away from that and look at the Disney Classic characters, we're getting Classic Mickey. Yeah, which is just a big one. We're getting Mulan. We're getting some really cool Olaf, like really cool characters that, I mean, apart from Olaf's Adventure, we haven't seen in a game really. You know, we have seen classic Mickey Mouse games.
Well, and Mulan, that was a game.
Was it? I never played the Mulan game. But we aren't. Do you know what I mean? Like we're getting these characters that I've wanted to have a go at playing and messing about with, and I think the closest we've had, I suppose, was Epic Mickey. Which is actually a really good game. I really liked the first Epic Mickey game. I thought it was good. That was a 3D platformer that's been reasonably modern, with a main hub world and
yeah,
and you went through different portals.
But nobody liked it.
The second one was awful. The first one,
nobody liked the first one. Everyone was like, no.
I loved the first. It was really stylized and cool.
Well, yeah, it had all the potential.
Yeah.
But when you actually played it,
it got
good.
tedious.
It was good for a couple of levels, and then it was like. I mean, I love Disney and I love Mickey. Mickey Mouse is a fucking awesome character, but
it got tedious. The second one was worse. The second one was a lot worse, except for the 3DS game, which was pretty good. The Epic Mickey, I can't remember what it was called, but it was really good. The 3DS game. It was a side-scrolling platformer, but it had loads of really cool elements to it.
You had to draw
the different objects that you need. It was cool.
Anyway,
yeah,
whilst we're sort of rehashing shit that we talked about last week,
okay,
with the Disney Infinity, Portal has been announced for
Lego Dimensions. How random are they going with this game? They're going random, aren't they? Like, Portal is random to bring out on this game. And thingy as well.
Jurassic World.
Jurassic World?
Yeah.
But they're making a Jurassic World game.
So? They're making a Star Wars game.
Oh, I thought as well, are we going to see Star Wars in this? Lego Star Wars is such a big thing.
I don't think Disney will allow that. Because of Infinity. That really clashes with them. Disney are not gonna let that
yet. But I think we might do eventually because we've got 3 more films to go as well. Because
but
they've allowed them to have other of their franchises. So, and Lego Star Wars is a big thing.
Who?
Well, Wizard of Oz is Disney.
Is it?
I think so. Yeah, it is. Yes, it's Disney. Wizard of Oz is Disney.
Is it?
Yeah, because I'm sure they have a Wizard of Oz attraction at one of the Disney.
I thought it was that lion.
MGM. Yeah, which is owned by Disney.
Oh, yeah.
They've done.
Yeah, but there's nothing relevant about Wizard of Oz.
There ain't. But what I'm saying is, there's 3 more films. There's another, arguably 6 years of Star Wars films. So I think we will see Star Wars in Lego Dimensions at some point. After they've already sold all the Disney Infinity toys, then they'll go, right, you can have it now.
Maybe. I don't think it'll be very soon.
But what
Scooby-Doo.
No, how random's that? This is the most random collection of things ever. Don't get me wrong, it's all stuff that I love and I'm excited for. But it seems like this game, it seems like they've tailored it to me. You know, like a lot. So you have all these things.
Yeah, on Family Gamer TV.
Yeah.
They've taken, you know, the box from Lego Dimensions Xbox One.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a slight angle of the top.
Okay, and you can see all the...
And you can sort of guess them.
Yeah.
Because they've sort of skewed the thingy on Photoshop.
People are so, like,
to like
clever, aren't they, with stuff like this? We've seen... So we
to
can
like
definitely
that
see...
there. Which, that's clearly Bart Simpson.
Yeah. And next to him is that radioactive man.
I don't know, because they seem to be random, because that's Homer Simpson there.
Yeah, yeah.
That's Shaggy.
Yeah.
I think they've done like a list of who they think everyone is.
Okay, alright,
so
go on.
Shaggy, they think that's Scooby, but I don't think that's Scooby. He's not the right colour.
Mm.
The Wicked Witch from Oz, they don't know who that one is. I'd say that looks more like Scooby than that one,
Yeah.
actually, if I'm honest. Portal, Homer Simpson, yeah, that's
Yeah, it's really obviously Homer Simpson.
who are the exciting ones? Wonder Woman, that's definitely Wonder Woman, because
Yeah.
she's got...
We've already announced as well.
No, yeah, I know, but I'm saying
Yeah.
she's going to be on the box, isn't she?
Bart Simpson.
People, yeah, that's clearly Bart. People from the Lego Movie,
Mm-hmm.
Ninjago,
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings. I can't
Yeah,
see how
already
that's
been
Gollum
announced.
though.
Yeah, I can.
you?
Yeah, it's like hunched over. You can see his arms and his head.
All right.
Go on.
Like the Kima, whatever
Yeah,
they're called,
Chima.
stuff. Chima, I don't fucking know. Some Oz ones. Look, there's like Oz there, Oz over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
they're not...
yeah.
Ghostbuster, they're thinking there.
Yeah, well, they've already announced that. So.
Joker.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they've formally announced Ghostbusters. It's
Have they
rumoured.
not?
No.
Oh, okay. I think we'll see it.
Joker.
People made a big thing
Harley
out of it.
Quinn.
Yeah.
I think them too. Superman.
Okay.
Doc Brown, which...
Yeah, makes sense.
But from that picture...
Yeah. This is obviously...
Aquaman.
This is not fact.
You can tell with like stuff like Aquaman and
Yeah,
Superman
'cause
and
they're
stuff,
known
because
for
the
the
colours.
colours, yeah.
And same with Bart. Like,
Yeah.
That's clearly Bart.
Who's that
Simpson.
green thing?
Slimer from Ghostbusters.
Oh, that's interesting.
Which that could be, actually.
Yeah.
That looks like him.
You know what else I think we'll see? It just gave me an idea. Ninja Turtles. Because the Lego Ninja Turtles has been a big thing recently as well. And since they seem to be doing that period of time, the like late 80s seems to be their main focus, I think we'll see Ninja Turtles.
Krusty.
Yeah,
That's definitely Krusty.
Krusty, yeah. Random order.
Yeah,
random order.
it's really weird. But that's cool.
That's really
Because that's
cool.
obviously the first wave,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, so I think that's really cool. Anyway, I just wanted to kind of point that out, but check out Family Gamer TV.
I'm excited
on
to
YouTube.
see Lego Simpsons because it was my point when we mentioned it before. There hasn't really been many good Simpsons games. And
Apart from the Simpsons arcade game.
that was the best. I liked Simpsons Hit Run. I thought that was a pretty good game.
There's been no good ones apart from all.
Apart from
Simpsons Wrestling.
Simpsons Road Rage, Simpsons Wrestling, Simpsons.
There was
Simpsons
loads
game.
of like
There's-
NES and
yeah.
SNES ones like Bart's Treehouse.
Yeah,
Summit.
horrors and yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I'm surprised that this hadn't happened already. A Lego Simpsons game. It took off so well, the physical stuff. So, yeah, I'm excited. Really excited to see Lego Simpsons.
How long are we running?
Really excited. Why?
Well, just to see if we
Okay.
can fit another topic in.
By the way, the reason why we I've noticed Splatoon's written everywhere. We're recording this before the new Splatoon trailer comes out.
Well, they're direct.
The direct, yeah. So we're not mentioning that obviously because by the time you have it, the Splatoon direct will have come out. I can't wait to see that. I'm really excited to see that. Splatoon, like I said, is gonna be one of my favorite, if not my favorite game this year. I can tell. So I'm excited to see that direct. So we'll definitely mention that next time.
I forgot time to go on about one more thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. what the fuck is happening with Konami?
Interesting point. Yeah.
That's going to be the title. What the fuck is going on with Konami?
Yeah, I think it's a good title.
But I'll have to do like
yeah.
hashtags and at signs or whatever.
All that. I mean, I kind of...
The fuck is that going on with Konami?
Yeah, I'm curious with this.
It's because you're a mercurial man.
Kojima leaving Konami might be a brilliant thing. Might be a great thing. Not for Konami,
well, wait,
but
right,
for Kojima.
let's back it up, right?
Okay.
So, everything was going swimmingly.
It is.
Right? People were swimming. They were loving it.
They were
swimming. People were swimming the channel.
Yeah, they were.
To France.
I'm just trying to find something, by the way, but yeah.
Whose chin is that?
It's my girlfriend.
That doesn't
It
look
looks
like...
nothing like her now.
Like, in the slightest, that
I know.
looks... No, that ain't her. What was he talking about? Yeah, so everything was going swimmingly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything was going swimmingly. And Metal Gear Solid was looking cool.
Yeah.
PT.
Yeah.
Looking
really cool.
Swizzles. And what else? Yeah, so then this weird stuff started happening like a couple months ago where they were changing all of like Kojima Productions, Kojima this, Kojima that to like Konami, Konami.
Yeah.
And then at the time they were like, oh no, it don't mean anything about Kojima, it's just internal restructuring, and they fed some like really weird story. And so then like thingy went like MIA, like Kojima, like he won't tweet in, and like it was like
we mentioned it on here, didn't we?
Yeah, it was like what the fuck was going on. So so then what happened? Then it came out that he was gonna do Metal Gear. The thing was like, oh, don't worry, he's gonna do Metal Gear.
Yeah.
No sweat. Then.
Yeah.
This whole thing with that doctor came out.
Yeah. Which was weird.
So there's a doctor who I think's Italian.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be doing the procedure in Russia, or he might be Russian, I don't know.
Yeah.
And the doctor in the Phantom Pain trailer.
Yeah.
Is that doctor.
It is that doctor.
Yeah. And this doctor's like, he's done like TED Talks and like things on Phantom Pain, and he's written like articles and stuff to do with Phantom Pain, which is for anyone who don't know, I think that's like, you know, like if you have your arm severed off,
it is. If you're missing a limb,
you still feel it.
Yeah,
which is weird. Which is obviously going to be something to do with something's going to happen in the game.
Well, yeah, in the demo, I won't spoil anything, but there is that. There is an element.
What,
of
with
that.
Snake?
Not with Snake, no, with another character.
So Snake don't lose a toe.
No.
And he's like, oh, I can feel that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm looking down at my socks and I can tell that toe's not there.
Yeah, but
I can feel it wiggling.
Yeah, I can feel it.
So all this weird shit happened. So basically, this doctor's done like all this sort of like stuff, and then he came out and was like, oh, fuck the world, I'm gonna do a fucking head transplant.
Yeah. Okay.
A head transplant.
A head transplant. We talked about it on here, didn't we? Because I was like, you're talking shit.
A head transplant.
First. Yeah.
Right. So where they lob someone's head off and stick it on some other twat's body.
Yeah.
Which I think this dude's got like some sort of like, I don't know, monkey body syndrome. I don't know, something. So and he said like, as long as you sever the actual like spinal cord and reconnect that and some sort of like blood within an hour, then you're fine. But the full procedure's going to take 24 hours. And he's going to get like the best surgeons. And there's all these surgeons who've been like, and he said this is his ploy and first step towards immortality.
Yeah.
Like lasting forever. Because you can just, what's he got? Cancer. Lob his head off, put it on a fresh body.
The brain, though, will die eventually, surely.
I don't know. He probably knows more than we do.
Yeah, it probably does. It does. Well, I found, I wanted to kind of go through this because in PT...
well, wait. Let's build to this.
Let's build to this.
Yeah. Right, so this doctor comes out and says, and then someone goes, it was probably NeoGAF because they're just fucking wizards, and they were like, that dude looks a bit like the Phantom Pain dude.
Yeah.
And then when they looked into it, he's done all this stuff on Phantom Pain, and like everyone was like, "Is this the head transplant thing like a full publicity stunt? He can't actually do it."
Yeah, people thought it was
And
a
then
publicity stunt, didn't they? That's crazy.
No, well, the head transplant's not happened yet, so
No,
it
I know,
still could be.
When you think about it, that's mad.
It is that doctor,
to advertise again. It is, yeah. But in terms of like,
Kojima's a fucking nutter with the way he announces stuff. And then he was like, "Right, I'm going to talk at some sort of like, you know, some like medical summit thing where like I'm going to prove to the medical world that this can be done on a day which is exactly 1 week before E3."
Right.
I'm gonna. So everything's like, what the fuck? So I'm gonna like talk at this summit like thing, and it's like, this is weird because this doctor is a legit doctor.
Yeah.
Who in the past, like before Metal Gear was even conceived and stuff, was like doing all this research into Phantom Pain and stuff like this. So there's two theories. Yeah. So everyone like was bombarding this dude.
Yeah,
with
like
wanting to talk, and I think he spoke back to Kotaku. I think, and he was like, before last week, I didn't even know Konami was. I still don't really know who Kojima is. Like, I've looked at the thing that I'm speaking with my lawyer now, and I'm gonna sue Konami for
leave me alone. I'm trying to sever heads,
which still could be part of the publicity. All it was an email back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no, like, actual lawyer action being taken yet.
Yeah.
And then on the other side, there's the fact that Kojima will have been like, "Oh, Phantom Pain, that's right, cool idea. I'm going to make it into a fucking game." And then he's like...
I think he took inspiration from that doctor.
And then he's like, when he's been looking it up, he's seen this doctor, and he's seen these images of this doctor, and then he's based the character on this doctor, like, wrongfully so.
Yeah, well, he's not just based him, he's just... copied him, you know, like,
and down
copy.
to his exact like weird circle Gandhi glasses and stuff. And it looks a bit like Gandhi.
It does look a bit like Gandhi. Gandhi went on like a Dimensions and got it.
Wave 2.
Yeah. Wave 2.
So
Wave 2 world leaders.
He never led the world.
Political people.
Yeah. So then there's two possibilities. Like,
I think the second one makes more sense, doesn't it?
Well,
he took inspiration from this doctor, and it was a little.
It's just the timing was so weird that the head transplant came out like. He said that like after the trailer dropped, and then he's like, "Right, I'm gonna reveal everything on like a week before."
We don't know the story of Phantom Pain as well.
No.
If the story of Phantom Pain is like Snake gets a new body or whatever, you would be like,
they might have to do the operation in China because like of inhumanity reasons and stuff like that.
Because China's one of the only places where you can chop a man's head.
It's one of the places you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, yeah, I mean,
and then
so he's leaving now.
And then it's been, but all of this, I wouldn't be surprised if all of this, the whole everything, is a publicity stunt. Probably not.
I wouldn't, but I think it is.
So then, like, Konami have been like, "Oh, we're withdrawing our stocks off the American stock market," which they said's not a big deal because only like 1 or 2% of their
it's not a big deal for a company of that size.
Is done in New York. The most of their trade's done in London and Japan. So. But it's the timing, the fact that they're withdrawing this. They're like, right, let's take our stocks off the stock market. Let's do this, let's do that, and it's kind of like not painting a very good picture.
No,
Kojima leaving and then announcing that PT is cancelled. Well, Silent Hills,
is cancelled.
Norman Reedus was involved when he was
doing
voice acting and stuff. And,
I feel sorry for that man. He's done 2 games and one was cancelled. Shit.
So yeah, it's kind of just like,
and it's gutting.
Are they leaving like the console market? Because I didn't know this.
They could afford to.
I didn't know this, but they like produce. They're like the biggest like health machines and stuff in Japan, and like I don't know, toasters and shit. I made that bit up. I don't know.
Health machines.
But they do. So why this is important, like, to talk about on here is, 1, it's a major fucking thing, but 2, I'm gonna use the lineage word again. The fact that they were sort of in like cahoots with Nintendo.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
They were like releasing like really fucking great games.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones who made like a subsidiary company when in the NES days
Yeah.
to sort of get double the amount of games out on the
Yeah.
NES because the limit
Oh,
of
there
how many
was,
games
yeah.
you could
Yeah.
release per year. In fact, the original Metal Gear was one of them.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's like it's
it's a
sad.
massive shame. It's sad. It's but then at the same time it's exciting because Kojima is now on his own to do his own thing, and he will. That's the thing, is he will do something, and I feel like Konami's been holding him back. Do you know, like we were talking earlier about safety? I think Konami's been going, can you do this? This is safe. And Kojima's been wanting to do other things.
Yeah, but from the same point of view, they're a major company, and the top line like directors and stuff, they're like, why do you take fucking 10 years to make a game
Yeah, that's
when
true,
we
that's
could
true.
release 10 games in that time
Yeah.
and make more money?
Oh, he's
You know what I
he's not the best businessman, Kojima.
No, he's a great mind.
He's a great mind.
And I feel like
creative,
this should be an outlet for amazing things to happen in video
Yeah.
games. But when it's a company that are vested in other things as well, it's like their return on investment. That's what these businessmen are seeing. They're not trying to progress the art world and the video game world into some like...
I can see both sides of that. But I think it's exciting. I think we're going to see something. Obviously, it'll be a long time before we see anything from Kojima. He's got to like kind of find a new company, or you know what I mean, or he's got to start again. But I think what we do see will be very, very out there, very weird. Probably like really weird. Like I think we'll see some weird stuff come from him. Because I mean, the Metal Gear is weird. I mean, when you try actually playing the games, watching the cutscene, like what the fuck's going on? So I think we'll see some weird shit from him. But I think it'll be very, very revolutionary and very new. So yeah, can I read out my little quote that I found then? Because I played the PT trailer.
PT, they've pulled that.
They've pulled that, the
you
demo,
know, even if you downloaded it, you can't even re-download it on your download list.
Oh, can you not?
No, they've just like severed everything.
Right.
They've just been like, nah. PT. It was a game in itself, really. It wasn't really a demo. It was like they didn't call it Silent Hill.
It was a game. It was a mini game.
Yeah, it was a game.
Yeah.
And
well, I was on it. I replayed it, and then I kind of saw that there was there's this weird answer machine message at the end, and I thought, this seems really out of place, it doesn't make sense. And then, so I looked it up, because I thought, is this something to do with, because I knew Kojima had obviously written it, I thought, is this something to do with Kojima leaving? Is this a clue? And I looked it up, and apparently I wasn't the only person who thought that. Let me read out what it says, this answer machine message at the end of PT, and then we'll kind of say what other people have said about it. But what we saw was the answer machine message that said, Dad was such a drag. Every day he'd eat the same kind of food, dress the same, sit in front of the same kind of games. Yeah, he was just that kind of guy. But then one day, he goes and kills us all. He couldn't even be original about the way he did it. I'm not complaining, I was dying of boredom anyway. But guess what? I will be coming back, and I'm bringing my new toys with me. That is a message from Kojima.
yeah, it's very telling.
It's very, very telling that, you know, Dad was a drag, he sat in front of the same kind of games, you know. Konami have been, you know, saying to Kojima, you need to do this, you need to do this. You know, he killed us all, I was dying of boredom anyway. You're like, that is, you know, I was going to leave anyway. But that bit at the end, guess what, I'm coming back and I'm bringing my new toys with me. That's exciting. And that's why I believe we're going to see something from him. And I believe he'll carry on in some vein what he started with PT. I think we won't see Silent Hills, but we'll see. I'd love to see a horror game in that style. Yeah, and it's Kojima that does the creative stuff on that. Do you know the weird ass way of that game? That was Kojima, and I think that I'm hoping we'll see Silent Hills, but it just won't be called Silent Hills.
Yeah, because he's got no sort of like love towards that franchise.
No.
He's never.
No.
That was his first one.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, so he doesn't have to call it Silent Hills. He's not gonna even want to call it Silent Hills. He can call it whatever he wants. I don't care. Call it friggin', I don't know, sitar, if you want. But
they're not very silent. They're quite annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love if it's called like Loud Valley, Noisy Mountain.
Right, so Rob Farhay over at gamesindustry.biz has done a really, really good article. I recommend you all go and check out the article. It's called What is Happening at Konami. There's a really interesting quote that he said.
Yeah.
How does a company like that, like as big as that, end up ditching its New York, the stock exchange, New York Stock Exchange listings, its most famous developer, and the eagerly awaited revival of one of the most loved games franchises, all in the space of a month?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's all weird timing.
Individually, those things, fair enough. But all of them within 1 month, they've had this on their mind for a long time, and they're going through.
They're pulling out of games then? Because
they made it mobile. Like
Yeah.
Sega have pulled out of console games.
Yeah.
But they're still doing mobile.
Okay. Yeah.
I feel like they may be pulling out of console games.
I think they are. I think they're pulling out of console games. It makes sense. I think. But what's a shame is that like we'll get the new Metal Gear and then that'll be it.
Wow. Okay. He's also got a grab. This article is really good. I really recommend.
It seems. Yeah. It seems that it's quite.
It's very, very in depth. It's not too long, but he's got a graph here. You know of
how much
Konami's,
where they get the profit from.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got from 2010 to Q3 2015.
Yeah.
And the digital entertainment has been in decline.
Yeah.
Health and fitness had a rise in 2013, then kind of dropped off. Gaming and systems kind of had like a fairly big rise, but it's kind of going off. And pachinko's had like again like
a wave.
Yeah.
But the smallest part of that I think that's the thing that's kind of making the biggest point of. One of the smallest is gaming and systems. It's the second smallest.
Yeah, and the only thing small is pachinko.
Yeah,
like for their income.
Their main income comes from digital entertainment, and then next is health and fitness. I don't know.
They make like
I don't
DVD
know
players or like something.
Yeah, probably more like Blu-rays, but yeah, no one makes DVD players anymore.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, I think yeah.
I'd love a little Konami Betamax player.
Yeah. I think you've got to go to Japan to see it.
Health and fitness is really big. Yeah, so
they're not releasing a big part
when
of
they're
company.
like, as far as I know, like is only in Asia that stuff. Whereas the gaming stuff's worldwide.
Yeah.
Like,
so when you think about how little that's making, considering it's worldwide, that should be their biggest earner, but it's not. So you can see why, as a businessman, you go, right, all this shit's going down, let's just drop the game side of it, and let's focus on the stuff that actually makes us money. You can see that from a business point of view.
So the digital entertainment's like arcade games, mobile games, social games, and so on.
So mobile games is an interesting one. I think, well...
Reading Konami's financial report since 2010, it's clear that the mobile and social gaming space has been growing steadily year on year.
Then yeah, I think that's what they'll do, and we'll see mobile games and stuff from them. But I don't see. If I was in charge of that company, I think I'd be feeling very much the same. Of like, well, do we really need console games? You know, is that where the money's made? Because it doesn't seem to be.
Will we see Silent Hill, Metal Gear, and stuff on mobile? Not in the form that they are now, but because IP is very, very.
Metal Gear we might. I don't want to see a
Resident
Silent
Evil
Hill.
games.
I know there was. I don't want to see a Silent Hill.
No, I'm not saying do you want to. I'm saying will we? Almost certainly.
I think we'll see Metal Gear. I don't know if Silent Hill sells enough to. I don't think it's popular enough for him to do it to the mainstream market. Metal Gear is something that a lot of people know. I feel like Silent Hill isn't really a thing anymore because they kind of did like stamp it into the ground. Yeah. With all the Silent Hills that came out, and towards the end they weren't selling that great, the Silent Hill games. You know, the last couple that they did. So I don't know. I don't think we'll see a Silent Hill, but yeah, I can see a Metal Gear, Metal Gear, on iOS. Which, okay, you know, I struggle with Metal Gear to get into. I've played a few of them, but I've played the first one, the second one, the third one. And then this demo, and no, like it don't get me anymore because I don't understand the story and all this. So I think iOS, if they did a Metal Gear game, they certainly would have to start a new canon because the mainstream market aren't going to
Kojima will
understand.
be gone.
Yeah, it will. So they'll have to.
But yeah, so it's kind of sad, really, that a game developer that's been developing games for 30 years, maybe even more, because they did arcade stuff before NES and everything like that. So maybe like 40 years, maybe like more,
maybe 100 years.
Yeah,
they've been developing games since the dawn of man.
Man's been around more than 100 years.
I know. So yeah, I'm curious as to what Kojima's going to do. I actually think it's a good thing. In terms of what we're going to see from Kojima, Konami. All right, it's a shame, but you know what was the last game we actually got from Konami?
Well, I remember we got that. What the hell is it called? The 3DS version of what the fuck's it called? They're one of the biggest franchises, Dracula and shit.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was terrible.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
So
don't they do that football game that's not FIFA?
Pro Evolution Soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I mean, yeah, we probably will see the end of that, but to be fair, FIFA kills it every year anyway.
They were developing in 1978.
Yeah.
Like, that's a long fucking time.
So nearly 40 years.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's...
Yeah, that is a long time. Go down to the bottom. Let's see what the recent stuff, because it seems that...
I think it's all in alphabetical.
Is it? Okay, that's annoying. Because I can't think of much exciting that's come out recently where I've been like, you know, that's a great game.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever the fucking things.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
PSP? What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's the end of an era, but
Quiz Magic Academy.
Right. Okay.
Pro Evo.
Soccer, yeah.
Metal Gear Solid, Ground Zeroes, and the Phantom Pain.
Look at 2014.
What was it?
There's nothing there.
Yeah, that Castlevania Lord of Shadow 2.
Rubbish.
Yeah, there's nothing really.
So there isn't really, you know, we're missing the old Konami, aren't we? We're not missing the new Konami. Konami hasn't actually been that great recently, and there are games that are coming out.
Beatmania, Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, the games
Academy.
that are coming out are Kojima's children, not Konami's.
The Snowman and the Snow Dog.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
That was 2013. Yeah, just Pro Evo seems to be the only thing that they're selling and making any money on.
So, you know, are we really losing that much now? Anyway, you know, it seems that they've. If you look at that list, it starts off loads and loads of games and all that, and it seems to have like slowly dropped off as you go through the years.
Yeah, but you can't like get rid of the power of Mobile Power Puru Baseball 2014.
True. We're not going to see a sequel.
Never underestimate Mobile Power Power Baseball 2014.
So yeah, that's my opinion on it. Of it, I think
just made shite.
I know. I think it's actually not a bad thing. I think Kojima's gonna do something exciting and new. And I think we should
every game they've done for the 3DS. Dr. Lautrec and the Forgotten Knights.
Okay, well, that's
never even heard of that.
And the Forgotten
Frogger 3D.
franchise.
Frogger 3D. Penguin no Mondai The Wars. Pro Evo 11, Pro Evo 12. Beyond the Labyrinth. New Love Plus.
That I don't like the sound
Snake
of that.
Eater.
Yeah. Snake Eater. Alright, we'll give him that.
Tongari Bolshi to Maho no Machi.
Okay.
Brilliant game.
My favourite.
Pro Evo 13.
Yeah.
Castlevania Lord of Shadows. Mirrors of Fate, that was that.
That was
one.
it. It was terrible. Bad game.
Pro Evo 14 and Yu-Gi-Oh!
Right. Well, that's it. That's what I'm saying. We're not missing anything anymore because they've already kind of just gone flat. You know, Kojima's gonna make something new and exciting, and that's where I'm kind of leaving.
It's so sad that Castlevania will die and Metal Gear will die and Silent Hill die. They're like 3 fucking.
But they already killed Castlevania.
No, but it could still have a resurgence and be amazing. You know what I mean? Like,
but
they've already killed Silent Hill, but this one was going to be.
Who's to say it won't? But it'll just have a different name. You know, like we said that about Mega Man, and then of course you've got.
Yeah, but. That company still exists, and they're obviously still invested in Mega Man, or they want to put it in Smash Bros. and everything they're doing now. So I think.
But I think if we might see a new Castlevania, but it just won't be called Castlevania. That's all I'm saying. I think we might do from Kojima. Maybe that's the franchise he'll look at. You know, we don't know what he's going to look at, but it's certainly going to be better than the shit he's having to make at Konami. Apart from Phantom Pain and PT, which, okay, they're going to be great games, but
there is like mobile Metal Gear Acid 2 mobile. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know, but should we leave that topic there?
Yeah, I think we can. Oh yeah, there's like weird mobile games that.
Oh yeah, well they look like the Game Boy Color game.
Yeah. Okay. So, Gabe, where can they be a Cooper Club member? Because there's really cool stuff in the Cooper Club now.
There is.
Some really good episodes.
We've got loads of episodes in there now.
Exclusive. The only place you can hear them is there.
Yeah. We've got.
Unless someone's put them on like torrent sites or something.
Yeah, I hope no one's done that. That'd be a real crap thing to do. Yeah. So if you go on there, there's the dollar where you get the dollar deal, where you get just things early.
The ding dong dollar deal.
The ding dong merrily on dollar deal. Where you just get things early. There's the $5 deal where you get things early. You also get the extra shows that we do every month. So
extra, listen to it.
Then you got the $20, which is all them things plus a Skype conversation, and the $35, which is all them things.
The Skype conversations have been very funny.
Yeah, they're unusual to have.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool and warming at the same time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's quite heartwarming to know that we people want to actually talk to us. And then for $35 you get all them things plus a piece of merchandise. In the Patreon. Yeah. Piece of merchandise every month.
Partridge in a pear tree not included.
So yeah, check out our Battle of the T-shirts. Check out all the other stuff we're doing on YouTube.
Battle of the T-shirts.
Yeah. Check out our YouTube.
That's from a Battle of the T-shirts.
That's from last month's.
Yeah.
The months before.
That's from John Chris Falush's store.
Yeah. So check that out. Check out all our stuff we do on YouTube. Like, subscribe, share, tell your friends.
Spunker.
Yeah. And we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah. We'll see you in the bayou.
We will. Going down the bayou.
Bye. You.